Hey, what's up, friends? So today is the 6th of August 2023, and this is the weekly analysis video where we'll look at what we're expecting for the coming week and look at some thoughts from the past. Now, the focus today is going to be, as usual, Euro USD and then Pound USD. However, there's one more pair I'm going to mention towards the end of the video, so stay with me to the end of the video so you don't miss out on that. Now, this coming week, there's like a secret situation that I'm going to share because I've seen it before, so ensure you watch the whole video so you don't miss out on anything. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's start by looking at Euro USD. Last week was a beautiful week for the Euro USD. I enjoyed trading it, and I also enjoyed trading the Pound USD. There was a lot of opportunities that came up, and I was able to take advantage of a number of them. So let me start from looking at the daily chart of the Euro USD. Now, as at the end of last week, I was already, if you watched the last week's video, I was already expecting that the Euro USD was going to make a decline, some kind of border decline. I wasn't in favor that the Euro USD was going to continue immediately buying as at the end of last week, and I explained all of that in the previous week's video because to me I felt like the trend was still downward, and the fact that for Pound USD we already also had more of that downward trend, I expected more decline. Now on Friday, most of the decline was closed up. You can see Friday move was like the move of the whole week. You get it closed up all the declines of the whole week on Friday, and that was because on Friday there was a release of the non-farm payroll, so there was major movement on Friday, which kind of closed most of the sales that happened most of the week. However, with that being said, it doesn't mean that the trend has yet changed. If you watch closely, the trend on daily time frame is still bearish. Yes, on Friday it almost broke on the structure on daily time frame. As you can see, the highest price here is 10.43473. The highest here is 10.457, but the highest on Friday was 10.418. Now it went pretty close to it, but it didn't break it. Although I am thinking that in the coming week it's most likely going to break it. So with that being said, with that thinking that there's already going to be a change of structure, then we may expect more buys in the coming week. We may, but we have to wait until the structure has been confirmed broken on that daily chart for Euro USD. You want to see, the trend is down. We have had up, down, up, down. We want to see that that structure is broken by this move above that. Then wait for a decline, then we can try and follow it. Wait for a decline up, down, then we follow it in the next one. However, if you go to the H4, the 4-hour time frame, we'll see that on the 4-hour time frame, there has already been a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame. So that buy and sell structure we're having on the 4-hour time frame has already been broken. Looking at from here, we had clear sell structure which was down, up, down, up, down, up a little, then down. You get, so this move down, up already broke that structure on 4 hours. But you know how we play it on 4 hours. We want a situation whereby on 4 hours you want to see multiple confirmation that there's a new trend first. So yes, the structure has already been broken, but on 4 hours you want to see a new trend first. What does that mean? That means that on 4 hours, even though you already have this up, down, and you have this up and decline, you want to see at least a move down. We're already having that, then up, breaking this high again, and most likely probably also making that new high that we're expecting, then another pull back down. That pull back down will now be your opportunity to take a buy. Of course, you use the previous low as the stop loss, but that will be your opportunity to take the buy, and you can start following the trend from that point. What do I mean by you can start following the trend from that point? That means that as the trend continues to buy, you can be adjusting your stop loss and taking partial profits and make a huge killing. So if, for example, let's say this on the daily time frame, for example, because we don't know if, for example, this move is going to be the beginning of a move back up all the way here, you can gradually follow that move by taking partial profits, then adjusting your stop loss to your entry level and just following the market like that all the way up. But we'll see how that plays out. But that's the thought right now. Now, what is the secret I mentioned that you have to take note of? The secret I mentioned you have to take note of is this. On 4 hours right now, I have seen this kind of scenario before, whereby the markets gave us a kind of move that a lot of people would have started thinking that, okay, maybe the market has turned around. The move right now is now bullish. And at the end of the day, because they didn't wait for a proper confirmation, the market just turns around and continues and sells right back. Now, so for some people, maybe as it pull back within this coming week, they may think it's an opportunity to buy and start buying, somewhere around it. If you don't see that break of that high or a move down that breaks the lowest points and forms a new trend, I don't think you should take it. So, because in between these points, because it's H4, you may see people trying to take buys or take sales that are not yet confirmed, and at the end of the day they get stopped out because there's a lot of movement that is not in any fixed direction. So I've seen this kind of trap situation happen before, whereby the market begins to go sideways because people get into trade ahead of a proper confirmation. So take note of that. If you're going to go with the trend of wait for it as it has pulled back to go or come down again before you take that buy. So for the pound USD, it declined very well last week. In fact, I was thinking that the decline would actually get to this level, but it didn't get there, just spiked close to it and turned around. Now, on the pound USD, this pattern we have here, this is a doji, this is a buy day. Now, this pattern we have here is a clear pattern of a move turnaround. When you have a doji and you have a confirmation, meaning that just this pattern we have here is already like a confirmed kind of pattern going to turn around. Now, it's just like what we had here when the market went up, doji, and had confirmation sell, and it declined. So this is not a pattern to actually ignore. However, we're going to go to 4 hours to see if maybe we can take advantage of the buy. Okay, so we already have something forming in that light. So we have that decline, a rise, decline, a rise, a decline. So what do we want to see? If you notice on the H4, the pattern has not yet been broken. The structure of this decline has not yet been broken. So what we'll be looking at is a situation whereby even as it has declined now, prior it now turns around, goes up, breaks this structure. We know that it's clearly broken. At that point of breaking, we know, okay, we already have a pattern formed. It has broken the structure. So wait for it to pull back a little bit, using the previous one as a stop loss, and we follow it as a buy, if that's what it's going to do. However, it may also not do that and just sell all the way down. If you're selling all the way down, before you take that move, before you start entering in as a buy, you want to see a situation whereby it comes down and at least breaks this low. You want to see a situation whereby it's breaking this low. You get maybe by the time it's breaking this low, you can see a trend. That's a trend lower before you follow it. Because this kind of scenario, I've seen them several times. It could be a trap scenario whereby you pursue the market in one direction and it doesn't go because you don't have enough confirmation for it and you get trapped. I hope this session has been valuable to you. You get Forex trading, you can be successful in it. All you need is just patience. Now, for the last pair that I am looking at for this week is the Euro card. Now, this pair, someone actually brought my attention to this pair, and the penny kind of entered. I've been looking at it. The penny kind of entered by my own judgment too early. However, since the person entered, which was somewhere around here, the market has actually already bought 100 and something pips. However, I think on the smaller time frame, there's still an opportunity. Now, on the daily time frame, it has clearly broken structure. It broke that structure on Friday by selling. You get a kind of trend selling. Then this is like a turnaround pattern. Then this high broke that structure. So now I'm thinking that on H4, one may be able to find an entry for it. Now, when I mean an entry for it, what does that mean? On H4 right now, the way it looks is like we had this up, down, we had up again, down, then we had this move up. I'm thinking that probably on H4, probably if we can have a decline, maybe in the coming week, some kind of decline, then we can follow that upwards. So that's my thought for this. You want a situation whereby it declines a little bit, maybe a drop of maybe um, let's say give or take maybe another 50 pips or so, then you can use this level as your stop loss or this zone as your stop loss, then follow it as a buy. So this is a pair that I think has an opportunity, that one may be able to take advantage of. So we'll see how that plays out for the Euro card. It's quite bullish at the moment, and then from the look of things, it may continue in that bullish move until maybe it gets to somewhere around this zone. So that being said, I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and share with friends. Thank you. I'll see you next week.